Good morning, it's a crackpot breakfast. I'm Ryan Lowrie. I'm a Canadian artist and flammable infidel. Today on the crackpot breakfast, we're having microwavable spaghetti. It's an old family recipe. You go to your fridge, you find spaghetti, and you microwave it. Stick exactly to that recipe and it'll be a good. How you doing, Winifred? Winifred's my sidekick. Get a shot of her right now because she's so damn cute. Yes, you are. So, insert picture of cat sitting there here. What's going on? What's going on, internet? Last night I saw the Ghostbusters. Hollywood, as we keep revamping old titles, can't we put even just the slightest spin on the title so we're not being confused? If I tell people I saw Ghostbusters 2016 Paul Feig remix, yeah, I'm noticing that a lot. Like when they did House of Wax years ago at Paris Hilton, it's like, do they have to use the same title, can't they? It's gonna get confusing. It's confusing now. And people tell you that they've seen a remake. Work remake into the title. Oh, my kitty's so cute. I saw it because of the Menimists and all the angry men are like, the girl playing the Ghostbusters, she was so mad. I remember when the trailer first came out, I put it on my Facebook, and some guy said it was an insult to the franchise. The Ghostbuster franchise. So you had the first great movie, and then the sequel that nobody really gave a shit about, and then the cartoon, which was okay. It was a cartoon. I don't understand what legacy people are talking about. But yeah, I saw the new film and it was great. It was a lot of fun. It was very silly. For me, it was silly, it was weird. It was all the things I go to movies for. Batman vs. Superman came out. I was not a big fan of the trailer. I didn't think the trailer was very good. I was like, Zack Snyder's vision. Give it a shot. So I watched the movie. I did not like the Batman vs. Superman movie. I thought it was a joyless, boring, dark investigation of Zack Snyder's inadequacy issues. I did not enjoy that film. But I left it at that. I didn't boycott Warner Brothers or start an internet petition to a call to action. This anger and resentment that Ghostbusters reboot has started it's silly, it's weird and sad, and I feel bad for if a film, a motion picture, a movie. If a movie is your cause, like I'm gonna take down this movie. Life's been too good to you. I'm sorry. There's a lot of real problems out in the world. If you don't like the idea or the casting decision of a movie, don't go see it. Problem solved. That's it. So yeah, this week, another thing a bunch of people are upset over is Pokemon Go. It's a phone app where you walk around town and you see an animal, like I guess you catch it. I don't know that much about it. Never been that big a fan of Pokemon. Never been that big a fan of anime. To me, anime is to cartoons what Newfies are to language. It's an interesting offshoot but I wouldn't really call it progress. But I think it's good the app has people up and getting around. What makes me laugh though is how many people are angry about it. Posting memes and just mean-spirited comments about it online. To all you people that hate Pokemon Go, all the animosity you feel towards it is how I feel about sports. When you watch soccer, you see an exciting match of skill and strategy. I see a bunch of dudes chasing a bag of air. When you guys watch hockey, you see a strength and skill and determination. I see a bunch of guys playing tag on a skating rink. So while that's been going on, I've been staying in and painting. What have I been painting? This is Montreal Seraph, based on the photography of Rab Townsend. Ash in the Wind. This is a painting of a Canadian woman. Show that here. Coming up next is Floating in Flame. This is my interpretation of Ada Nayad's photography. So, put that there. Yeah, first in my Bruise Odyssey. This is chapter 1, Delrose. This is a painting of a British lady. And I did 2 paintings of a British model, Miss May. The first one is All Things Come to an End. And the second painting, Golden Flux and Flex. I recently sold my 76th painting, which was my Kill Bill fan art, Death of the Black Mamba. At the end of this month, I will be 41. I started painting when I was 37. So in 4 years, I've sold 76 paintings, which for me is incredible. But as I'm getting into my 40s now, a lot of my friends are quitting things. They're quitting their jobs, quitting smoking, quitting drinking, quitting drugging, quitting a whole bunch of things. Some are quitting sugar, quitting coffee. And I think that's great. Quit whatever you want. I'm all for change, I'm all for progress, I'm all for going your own way, doing your own thing. But there's an expression I'd like to get rid of that a lot of people cling to. And that is, when you quit something, stop comparing it to heroin. I don't care what study you read, what Google meme you read. Unless you took time out of your life to put heroin into your body via shooting it up or snorting it, smoking it, unless you have been high on heroin more than 5 times. And we're going to set the bar there, because the first 3 times you do heroin, from what I understand, it's just a lot of vomiting and crying. Your body has to build up a resistance to it somewhat, and so the first 3 times, no big deal. After that, there'll be times when you feel its full effect. Unless you took time out of your life to get high on heroin, stop using it as a comparison for whatever bourgeois luxury you have given up. Say you stopped eating processed sugar. I read somewhere it's harder to quit than heroin. No, you didn't, and no, it isn't. Um, Heroin is an incredibly dangerous, potent drug. It's far more pure now than it ever was before. It's being processed for people at a purity which has an intensity on people. It's killing people. A lot of people are dying from heroin. I don't have the statistics right off the top of my head, but people are dying from using it. And to me, heroin's very sad. The fact that someone's life has had so much pain and sadness in it that is their only option. I think that's incredibly sad. Heroin is all the powdered drugs. To me, are just sad. It's not a good thing. I think if it grew in the ground, its use and legality is debatable. If it's processed in a factory, then I think it's suspect. Yeah, let's stop using heroin as the comparison for things that we have quit. Oh, I stopped drinking coffee in the morning. I read somewhere it's actually harder to quit coffee than heroin. No, it isn't. Heroin fools your body into thinking it's dying, that it's been poisoned and it's dying. So it releases a whole slew of chemicals to calm you down and to make you feel at peace. There's a whole bunch of chemicals in your body that it's like endorphins and dopamine, and your brain basically goes, oh, we're dying. Well, here's a little chemical treat, calm down. Coffee is not that hard to quit. Just stop buying it. I smoked from the age of 13 to 33 and quit cold turkey. I no longer like the taste of it in my mouth. I had a head cold and lit one up one day and just went, ugh, I'm done. And there was no hypnosis, there was no gum or wearing a patch. You just stop buying them. That's how you quit anything. My uncle quit gambling, and he said it was harder than quitting heroin. How long did he do heroin for, is my question. Oh, he never did heroin, but you know what I mean. No, let's stop talking about heroin like we know what it feels like. Another expression I'll be glad when it goes away is the on steroids. If something's intense or big or loud, we're like, it's like this, but on steroids. Okay. Can we stop using steroids as the adjective for intense? Yeah. Oh, Captain America is like the Avengers on steroids. No, it wasn't. Steroids are creepy and evil and wrong and, all the performance enhancing drugs to me are just, people shortening their lives and ruining their kidneys and livers to jump far. Speaking of the Olympics, my latest episode of the Satanic Space Cat is out. Oh, what fun. Satanic Space Cat is one of a half dozen webcomics I do on my Tumblr. It's ryanlowrie.tumblr.com. And my latest edition is out. The Satanic Space Cat was flying through space when she received distress signals from Brazil. Alright, Brazil, you rang, I came. What can the Satanic Space Cat do for you? Save us, Satanic Space Cat. The general electrobots are ruining our ecosystem and laying us to waste. Why are the electrobots doing this? By turning Brazil into a war zone, we guarantee more people will watch the Olympics, and with higher ratings, we will put NBC back on top where it belongs. You can't destroy an ecosystem just to make people watch the Olympics. We're an American corporation. We can do whatever we want, you damn dirty hippie. Rise up with me, citizens of Brazil. Together we can overthrow the general electrobots. We don't want to fight them. They gave us free t-shirts. Let me get this straight. You're willing to surrender your ecosystem for polycotton swag? Yes, we're that bored. I hate this planet. Enjoy living in garbage heat, you chumps. I am out of here. And then the robots ate all the peasants. The end.